Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm filming in a slightly different setup. I'm going to be decluttering my singles eyeshadow drawer that coincidentally also includes some duos, some trios, basically a whole bunch of eyeshadow in here, and I have noticed several times as I've been doing my makeup that it's very difficult for me to open this drawer and not feel overwhelmed by just how much stuff I have in here. And I'm actually going to show you on my phone what this looks like because I have the camera set up, but I'm going to show you what this looks like on my phone so you can see just how annoying it is. This is just, I don't know, for some people, I guess they can deal with it. For me, like, this is just too much, and I'm just like looking at this and I know that so much of this stuff is stuff I do not use. So this is going to be a massive declutter. Most of the stuff is going to either go into the trash because it will probably be like too dried up or too messy for giving away to friends and family, or it will go to friends and family because some of the stuff is still good and I just want to make sure that it does get used. So the first thing that I want to talk about, these are some Colourpop eyeshadows. Right here, I actually have backups, and I know I usually do not really like using backups, but I have like this Colourpop shadow. This is like a mauve color right here. I have this color called Cheap Date, which I'm constantly using. Then I have Liberty, which is also one of my favorites. I have used up, I think, one of these already, and I'm very close to using up the other one in my collection. Then this next color, these next eyeshadows are from L'Oreal. And L'Oreal, I can't pronounce it sometimes, but these are a few shadows. I think I have more, but these are four eyeshadows from L'Oreal. They're called the Infallible Shadows. I'm not sure if you know this, but at the time that these came out, these were so hyped up. The quality is really good, and these are some really nice shadows, but unfortunately, I don't use them. Like, I literally do not. I do think that, I think several of these shades are discontinued. I believe these two are discontinued. This shade called This is a shade called Endless Sea, and this is what it looked like. Very beautiful. There was this other shade, and this shade I loved. This is called Golden Emerald. So this is it right here. Lots of reflex, very beautiful green. I think that I will pretty much be getting rid of all of these except for this Golden Emerald color because I feel like this will be beautiful all over the eye, and I really should get back into using this even though it is discontinued. So I'm going to get these three and just give them away to, I don't know, friends and family if they'll take them. And then this other shadow from NARS, this is one of the single eyeshadows that they have. These tend to be quite expensive, and this shade is called Himalaya. And this is a beautiful, smooth, metallic color. It's not very reflective, but it's a color that looks pretty flattering all over the lid. I don't tend to use it often myself, but I do think that this is a beautiful shadow to use on other people, so I'm just going to hold on to this one. So this is the Colourpop Jelly Much eyeshadow. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this video before on my channel, but I did upload a video called Favorites and Hated in which I featured this item right here, and you guys know that I really did not like this item. It was just an item that I really did not like. So I will put that video in the cards if you haven't seen it, but this is going bye-bye. I actually have this Lorac trio right here. This is called the Bronzed Bombshell Trio. Now, this, I feel like it's a good product. It's just, it doesn't work for me anymore. I do think that at the time that I got this, I was wearing these colors relatively often, and I think that at the time it was a good pick for me, but right now, like, I don't wear these colors at all. The only color that I really still like is this color right here, like this beautiful, like sort of like mauve-y, peachy color. So this trio in general is one that I think I'll give to my mom because I feel like she'll really like this, and I think that she'll be able to use it. And these shadows are really good and they still perform quite well, but it's just, this is not something that I ever reach for. Another item is this L'Oreal eyeshadow. Now, this is called the Color Riche eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Noir C'est Noir, and this is in the shade number 209. I think that it is actually perfect for really setting gel and liquid liner if I ever feel the need to do that, because this is just so dark, and you can see that I do use this quite a bit, and I've really gotten into this pan. So I'm going to be keeping this because I still have a use for it. This is a shadow from this company called Catrice, and this is called the Liquid Metal Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Under Treasure, which is the number 40. So this is a beautiful sort of like taupey mauve, not mauve, what am I thinking? This is like a taupey gold color. I don't think that it's just the eyeshadow for me right now. Even when I was like super into neutrals, I wasn't using this that much. So this is just going to get passed on to someone else who might be able to use it more than I don't think that I'll be reaching for this. Okay, so I have a few of these shadows from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Now, at one point, I was so into these shadows. These are some cream shadows, and these are fantastic. These are called the Smudge Pots. Now, I have a few shades. I have this color called Brownie Points, which is this one right here. This is like a chocolatey, kind of like, not a chocolatey, kind of like a mid-tone brown bronzy color. I have this shade called Wine Knot, which is this color right here. Very beautiful color. And then I have this other shade called Cruising Chic. Now this one is actually cracked, so I think that this will be going into the waste bin, and I actually think that I will be throwing this one away as well because these are honestly so old, I might as well get rid of them. But this color, I mean, I kind of feel like this is a beautiful color to wear because it has a little bit of mauve in it, and I feel like the quality of these is really good. These stay on the eyes quite well. So I'll be keeping this one right here, and it's also newer than the other two. So this one I'm going to still be keeping because I think that I'll be able to find some use for it. I have this NARS eyeshadow duo right here. I was so excited when I first got this. I was super into it at the time, and I was so obsessed with it. And this is in the shade Key Largo. So this is basically a very basic duo of eyeshadow, and I kid you not, I have not used this in at least a year. I'm like this is like nothing inspiring for me whatsoever, so this is not something I want to keep. Okay, so this is a pigment from Makeup Geek, and this is in the shade Insomnia. This is like a beautiful duochrome pigment. This is basically what the packaging looks like. I'm gonna show you a little bit of a swatch right here. I do love using this on the eyes occasionally. I haven't used it in a while, and I feel like I should, but that's it right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see too well because the lighting's kind of funky, but it is a very beautiful color, and I feel like it will be a nice shade to use as an eyeshadow topper. Okay, so this is an item from Kat Von D. This is called the Metal Crush eyeshadow in the shade Raw Power. Now, this is an item that I haven't used in a while, and it's mostly because whenever I apply this all over the lid or even in the center of my lid, it kind of looks like a neutral, which is not something that satisfies me. So I think that I want to come up with like a cool way to use this in a way that inspires me, because like the quality of this is pretty good. I have another one of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, and this one is in the shade Amber Rush. And I'm going to be keeping this one. This one is not discontinued, so this one is still available. So in she goes. I have this Milani single eyeshadow, and this is a beautiful gold color. This is called Bella Gold. I'll be honest, haven't used this in ages. It's a nice gold color. That's it right there. Quite pigmented, but it's not amazing. So I'm not going to be keeping this. These are some cream eyeshadows from Flower Beauty. If you don't know Flower Beauty, Flower Beauty is a brand sold at Walmart, and I have two shades here. I have Awesome Blossom, and then I have this shade called Flirty Foray. Now, these are two amazing products. I just love them so much. I can't find these anywhere, which frustrates me, but I am going to be keeping these. I think that they're discontinued, which sucks, but I am going to be keeping these. They're really good eyeshadows, some of the best I've tried, and I cannot let go of them. I have this item from Sugar Pill right here. This is called the Loose Eyeshadow in the shade Penelope. Look at how beautiful that is right there. Just look at those reflects. It looks so stunning. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that's just it right there. So this, a beautiful coppery shade. I am not like keeping a lot of coppery shades. I already know that I'll be decluttering a lot, so I think I'll be keeping this one right here. So in she goes. I don't know why I still have this. This is such an awful product. This is from Wet n Wild. It's their pressed glitter, and for anyone that says, oh yeah, pressed glitters, they're all the same, no, they are not. I have encountered pressed glitters that are amazing. I have encountered pressed glitters that are terrible, because a lot of companies tend to put a lot of glycerin into the pressed glitter. And when you put a lot of glycerin in, it literally ruins the product and makes it suck. And I hate it when that happens, because then the pressed glitter becomes unusable. So this is not something I'm keeping. This is going straight into the trash. I would not give this to my worst enemy. I don't want to. These are eyeshadows that I kept for the packaging. I know, I'm terrible. Just look at these eyeshadows. They're so cute. And they're so adorable. And this is from this brand called Babyface. I've tried a lot of their items. I think it was a year ago, and I really enjoyed a lot. I think I want to go back into trying like Asian makeup items, because I did have a good experience with some of those items. These eyeshadows, not the best, but this packaging looks so beautiful, so cute. So I know you guys are gonna hate me, but I'm just gonna leave these in this little drawer, because I can't let go of them. So for some reason this is in the wrong drawer, but this is a Milani Shadow Eyes a waterproof eyeshadow pencil. This, if you're looking for like a very quick eyeshadow application, a very easy kind of eyeshadow, this is amazing. It will literally go on like a dream. Let me show you right here. I know I haven't been swatching a lot of shadows, but this is so beautiful if you're into neutrals. Oh my gosh, and it smudges really well, and then once it sets, it stays. It will not budge. It's amazing. I love this, but I will be putting it in another drawer, so it doesn't belong in this drawer right here, so I'm just putting it back where it belongs. All I have left are my Colourpop eyeshadows. Now, I've already done a huge Colourpop declutter already on my channel. I will put that in the cards for you guys, but that was a while ago, and quite honestly, I have, again, come into like the, I don't know, state that I don't use a lot of the Colourpop eyeshadows that I have, and it's frustrating because like I opened this drawer and I'm like, so many Colourpop eyeshadows and I don't use them, so it's frustrating. So I'm just gonna get rid of like a ton of Colourpop shadows, give them to friends and family if they're still usable, and then just throw away the ones that have become dried out. The first one that I want to talk about is this shadow right here that I did talk about in a favorites/hatest video, and this is in the shade Superfly. Hated it, very patchy, didn't work very well at all, so this is going in the trash. This other shade is called Lala. This is a beautiful like rosy pinky color, goes on really nicely. It's just such a pretty shade. I love it, and I think that it swatches really well. So this is what it looks like. It's just one of the classic Colourpop shades. I love it, so I'm gonna keep it. This is another shade that I'm kind of on the fence about. This is a shade called Hammered. You can see that this shadow has like completely just fallen apart. And it's sad because I just love how it swatches, and I love how it looks, because like look at that. That is so incredibly beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and repress this, and if that doesn't work out, I will consider purchasing a new one, but yeah, I have to fix this because otherwise I won't be using it. Okay, so this next item is the Colourpop shadow in the shade Liberty that I'm currently just almost completely through This is such a beautiful shade. I would highly recommend it if you want something beautiful and metallic. It's just such a beautiful color. I absolutely love it. It's hands down the best silver I've encountered. I absolutely love it. Okay, so this next color is called Cheap Date. Again, I have a similar opinion of this as I do to my Liberty shadow. This is absolutely stunning. Like, this is like just such a wet feeling formula, and it goes on the eyes so beautifully. Like, it's amazing. I highly recommend it. It is beautiful. Okay, so I have this other color from Colourpop. This is called Telepathy. This is like the greenish gold color from Kathleen Light's collaboration with them. Again, so beautiful. I love it. So this is not leaving my collection anytime soon. Okay, so this is actually like a hard eyeshadow for me to declutter. This is called Boy Band, and it's just such a beautiful shade, but I don't use it. It works. I think it's still a shade that swatches quite well. I'm sorry, that's a terrible swatch, but it swatches really well. It works really well, but I can't keep it because I don't use it, so I'm gonna give this away to a friend. This is called Central Perk. This is a matte Colourpop eyeshadow, and the thing about matte Colourpop eyeshadows is that they just don't work too well in my opinion, and this is not enough for me when it comes to matte shadow. When you apply it with your fingers, it has to be a lot more intense. So I thought that I would like still be using it if I kept it in my last declutter, so clearly I have not used it, so this is going to get rid of. This next item is called Millionaire. So beautiful. This is like a very bronzy kind of shadow. I absolutely love it. It's a very like sheer kind of glittery formula. I feel like it would look gorgeous as a topper. So this I'm keeping as well. Then there's this other color called Blaze. Now this is from Kathleen Light's collaboration with Colourpop, her first one. Again, so incredibly beautiful. I absolutely love this shade. It's kind of like an olivey greenish color. Then I have this color called Game Face. Now, I'm actually going to put this into the maybe pile because I haven't used it in ages and I can't imagine like using it myself in a lot of looks, but I feel like a lot of people that go into this makeup collection kind of want, sometimes like they kind of sometimes want like neutral colors, and this is such a good color to have. So I think that I'll just put this in the maybe pile. Maybe I'll get rid of it. Maybe I'll keep it. Okay, so this other shade is called Fluffy. The light changed dramatically just now, but this is the shade called Fluffy. Now, this is what it looks like swatched right here, and it is so beautiful. It has like all these like kind of little pink reflects, but quite honestly, will I ever use this shade? Probably not, because it's kind of like a light taupe color. So I'll be passing this on. I don't think I'll be using this, so no thank you. So there is this other shade called Mooning. This is a chocolatey brown color, and I believe that this has like a little bit of sort of like, I think, purple reflect, and it's just such a beautiful shadow. Honestly, it's really nice, and you can see that it's good quality and it just works, but I do not think that I will be using this, and I haven't used it in ages and I'm not going to, so this is going to get passed on. Okay, so there's this other shade called Rex. Now, in theory, Rex is a really fun shadow. So this is like a kind of like duochromy, kind of like lilac, dark color. It has like a whole bunch of fun reflects, and I'm not sure if I want to keep this, honestly. I don't know. I'll have to put this in the maybe pile, and if I don't use it within like the next 2 weeks or so, I think I'll just get rid of it. Because it's a beautiful shadow, it doesn't really translate as a colorful shadow that much. So there's this other color called Paradox. Now, I don't know how, I forgot that I had this, but That's it right there. It's like a bright red color. I actually feel like this is a nice rediscovery. I feel like I want to keep this because, yeah, I think that I got this relatively recently. So I'll be keeping this. So there's this other shade called Ladybird. You guys know that if you've been on my channel before, you guys know this is one of my favorites right now. It's like this very sheer glittery color. I absolutely love it. There's this other shade called Kathleen Lights, and it's like a very saturated gold color. I do want to use this up because I have had it for a while, and I did use it several times this week, I believe, or I think I used it at least twice. There's this other shade called Lala. I think I have multiples of this. Am I imagining things? Because I feel like I've had this color, like I feel like I swatched this color before. There's this other color called Copilot. Now, Copilot is like your light pink highlight color, and I'm just gonna swatch it for you guys so you can see what it looks like. Very beautiful icy pink. Not a lot of reflect in the swatch, but on the eyes it looks absolutely beautiful, so I think I'll be keeping this one as well. Okay, so I'm going back to these shadows that I was like considering maybe decluttering, maybe not. Game Face is a beautiful shadow, very good quality as I mentioned before, but honestly I don't think that I'll be using it that much. Like I don't think that it's gonna get any use, so I'm going to declutter it. Then Rex. Rex is honestly something that I still want to try out. If I try it out again and I don't like how it looks on my eyes, or I don't think it's too like interesting enough, I will get rid of it, but I'm just going to give it like a few more shots and see what I think. So I'm keeping 27 eyeshadows and I decluttered 18. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. I am so excited about this. I'm so happy that I decluttered it because like look, like there's nothing in the back. It's all up here and it looks so good right now. I love it. Anyway, I'm just gonna close this right now. Thank you so much for watching. My hands are kind of dancing around. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, bye guys.